52. 5 is a message of balance. 5 is, in lower frequency, 5 is viewing things from a lackful point of view. I don't have. I want, but I don't have. I want more money, but I don't have. My account is empty. I want a bigger house, but I don't have. My house is falling apart. I want a partner that really makes me feel amazing, but I don't have. It's all focused on the lack of your world. It doesn't have to be in your whole world, but there is definitely a focus on the lack. And then we have the 2. Ooh, 52 is a difficult year, isn't it? Then we have, and then it's a 7 again on top of that. Wow. Sorry guys, sorry for those of you that are 52. So we have the 2 that is a feeling of no love, no support, unloved, unsupported. It's the victim. It's blaming everybody around for or your past, whatever it is, but it's blameful of what you're experiencing. There's a feeling of disconnection with the 2, although we can't be disconnected because we are energetic beings, but the feeling of the can't wait to get to 53. I don't know. But if you deal with it, if you deal with the resistance, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. It's not going to be easy. No age is really easy because all resistances are difficult, but 52 is difficult because it's a very lackful place. Every number is, well, all of them in resistance are lackful. It's difficult though. 52 is a difficult one. Anyway, so the 2 is this feeling of a disconnection, although we are never disconnected because we are energetic beings. But what happens with the 2 is, because we're in this place of me, myself and I, and everybody else is to blame for what we are experiencing, it means that we don't feel that connection with source. Not that it's not there, but we struggle to connect to it. We struggle, it's like a withdrawn place. So there's a feeling of depression, a sadness that comes with the number 2. And then the 7 from 52, which makes 7, is a feeling of frustration. So what we've got here is the lack, sadness, and then frustration. None of these emotions feel good in any way. So the frustration comes with the 7 because you're putting all this work into creating something in your world, and you're expecting your world to look different. You're expecting all of these things to come up because you're putting this energy into something for it to come to fruition. It's the 7. You want it to come to fruition. But in the energy in lower frequency, you're not attracting anything other than lack. As long as you're in lower frequency with the numbers 52, you're only, well, as long as you're sending out in lower frequency, it will all be coming back in lack anyway. But with 52, what will be coming back is more lack, more situations that keep you in this feeling of feeling sad, feeling low, feeling like you're not supported, and then you're frustrated because everything keeps looking the same. Even though you feel you're doing the work to create something different, it all just keeps looking the same. That lack is not changing, the feeling of sadness is not changing, and it just keeps going round and round and round and round and round. And it's like, what the hell do I have to do here to create something different? What is the solution for the 52? The solution is the gratitude, because the gratitude will help you with the 2 and the 7. The solution is the 5. I'll give you the lessons for each of them. These are the challenges for each of them. What I've just expressed is the challenge. The lesson for each of them, the 5. Bring yourself to a place of gratitude. Meditate, go for walks in nature, hug trees, put yourself around water bodies, a river, a lake, a swimming pool. natural water is better, but it doesn't really matter. Have light showers. Put yourself in the shower and imagine that your whole body is filled with dark black, and you imagine that the water is going through you while you're in the shower. You don't have to put your hands on your head. I'm just showing you to make the example. But the shower's falling on you, and imagine it in your head, in your mind, okay? And imagine that the black that's in you, as the water's going through you, which it isn't, it's just touching your skin, but this is in your imagination, is coming down, 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 until the black comes out of your toes, the tip of your toes, and goes into the drain. Then it's given to the universe for the universe to be able to transmute it. That would also help. So strange, I've been doing these things. Okay, so you're doing what you need to do. It's not strange, because the 2 is signs and synchronicities. It is that you are source energy. You are not a human being, you are source energy. So the fact that you've been doing them means that you are connecting in some way to your higher self, because your higher self knows all what you need. It knows everything. So you are connecting to that part of yourself. But what's happening is, although you're doing these things, that emotional side of you, you'll probably keep going back to. And although you're doing these things, that sad feeling inside of you, that low feeling inside of you, you're still reconnecting to that feeling. So when you do these things, straight after you've done them, that feeling is still there. You're reconnecting back to that feeling of sadness, and then it just keeps feeling crap. That it's very easy to go back into the lower frequency of the 52, of the 5 and the 2 and the 7. It's very easy to keep going back into them. But do the work. You have to do the work, Ms. Gemini. You have to do the work. You can't expect it to change and you to change and your feelings to change without doing the work. You can't. The easiest way to do it, like I said, was with the 5. The 5 is the lack of in negatives, but in balance is gratitude. From gratitude you can get to abundance, but you cannot get anywhere from lack outside of lack. Lack will only ever hold you in lack. From gratitude though, I feel really happy that I'm alive today. I feel really happy that I can breathe by myself without anything helping me to breathe. I feel really happy that my heart is beating. I feel really happy that I have eyes to be able to see amazing things, to watch the sunrise, to be able to see the sun reflections on the sea, to be able to see the sea. I feel really happy that I can smell the sea salts. I feel really happy that I have arms and legs and my body is healthy and I can walk about and get about. And 50s I think will be difficult anyway. I just turned 50 as well, so I'm getting it because it's like quite difficult. Thank you. It's already been quite difficult. My mind is taking me to this. It's like I'm 52. My mind is taking me to this too. Quite a lot of this person, this and this person got that, and look at me, and and my mind is taking me to places like that, and I'm constantly having to talk to myself at the moment and constantly having to have these conversations with self to bring myself back to gratitude. And that's what the 5 is about. The 5 is all about bringing yourself back to gratitude. And the more you do that, the more you'll sit in gratitude. So, yeah, when you bring yourself back to gratitude, what will happen is in that gratitude, you're then feeling love. You're feeling loved. So you're not in that 2, in the lower frequency of being the victim, but you're in that 2 of being connected to source energy. You're with your higher self. You're acknowledging the signs and synchronicities. Signs and synchronicities are like the little signs along the way throughout your day to let you know you're doing an amazing job. You're on the right path. Everything is working for you. You are beautiful. You are amazing. We are with you. We are helping you. We are guiding you. We are looking after you. Trust in what you're walking towards. the 5 in that gratitude, it helps you with the 2 because you'll be reconnected to the signs and synchronicities. You'll see them all around you. Like you, Trina, for example, you said that you've been hugging trees and you've been doing meditation, you've been doing these things. That was your higher self speaking to you. You've done the gratitude, and your higher self, you're able to hear now. So you're taking the actions on what your higher self has asked you to do, and you've gone out to do them. That is the 7, the actions that you're taking. What can happen? Let me continue, and then I'll go what can happen. So if you do that gratitude, you will be inspired by the higher self, and it will be about you taking the action towards it. If you take the action towards it, you keep seeing 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 1. If you keep taking the action towards it, then it means that you're keeping yourself more and more and more in this higher frequency. So the 7, which the 5 and 2 make, will feel less frustrating, because if you're in gratitude, it means you're not focused on why is this not here yet? When is this going to come? Why am I still waiting? What else do I need to do? What I've done everything I can do and it's still not working, which sounds like where you are, Miss Gemini. So it's like maybe sometimes you are putting yourself into gratitude, and then you will see the signs and synchronicities, or you'll hear the something come through you in an inspiration. Let me do this, or let me do that. And then you're not necessarily taking the action, or you are taking the action, because 7 is all about action. So you are taking the action. So let's say you've been advised from your higher self, after you've done gratitude, to take action, and the action is to meditate. So you're meditating, but your mind keeps going back to all of what feels crap and all that doesn't feel good. So then you question whether the meditation's actually working. If you meditated and for 1 minute of, let's say 5 minutes of meditation, you were not in that moment of victim, it did work. Because in one minute of that time, you allowed yourself to be free. You allowed yourself to be connected. You allowed yourself to follow the guidance of your higher self, which means that you're getting something out of that. You might not get to the goal of what you want to get to, but in little steps that you keep taking, you will get there. But it's not like you're going to fly there. You're not going to fly there, because you're not. It's impossible. We don't really work like that. It takes work to be able to create these shifts within ourselves, and that's what you're creating, these shifts. So put the gratitude in. From the gratitude, follow the signs and synchronicities. Take action towards those signs and synchronicities, and allow your world to change around you. You may not automatically see your world changing just like that, because the universe isn't like a microwave oven that you put something in and just like that it's ready. It's not like that. We've got so used to having everything at our fingertips that that's how we want the universe to work. The universe doesn't work like that. We don't just get everything just like that. So there is a process of work that needs to be done, and when you start vibrating from a higher frequency and you're more in that frequency, the things that you're wanting will come a lot quicker when you're more stable in that frequency. But at the moment, what will be happening, thank you guys, thank you. At the moment, what will be happening is you'll be in this frequency of lower frequency with the 5 and the 2, 7. You'll be in this frequency of this resistance, lack, it's not working, victim, and frustration. Then you'll move yourself by doing something for yourself into a higher frequency. Then something will happen that brings you back into lower frequency. And then you have to do the work that brings you back up again. And then you're going to dip back down again. And then you're going to have to do the work to come back up again. And then you're going to dip again. And you're going to have to do the work to get back up again. Wow, beautiful. Thank you. And it's about that consistency within yourself Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on the work that you're doing. Don't give up and say, but I keep putting all this work in to get myself to that place, and then I end up back in that place again. And why do I keep ending up back in that place? You ended up back in that place because the universe knows you need the practice. You need the practice. It's like this puzzle, like this puzzle that was just put on. Puzzles take time to be able to find the pieces and put together, isn't it? But once it all comes together, it's together. There's nothing that can take that apart. Even if you take it apart, you know what that image was on that puzzle. And it's exactly the same principle. You have to create this newer version, and that's what you're doing. Creating this newer version of self that is able to pull yourself out of this place. Pull yourself out. Pull yourself out. And when you find yourself back there, I don't want you to tell yourself off about it. I don't want you to tell yourself, but why am I back here again? I did all this dumb work and I'm back there and I feel like crap, and this one didn't help me and that one didn't help me, and I'm just so frustrated with myself. I don't know what I need to do to get out of this place. No. I'm so happy to be back in this place. I'm so happy to be back in this place because I know that this is giving me the opportunity to practice shifting myself. I'm so happy with being inside this place because it's offering me the tools to be able to shift my energy. I'm so happy with being back inside this place because I remember why I don't like this place, why I'm doing all this work to bring myself back to the higher frequency, because it reminds me, being in this place, that it doesn't feel good. And do I want to consistently feel not good? No, I don't. So you know what? I'm going to consistently keep shifting myself, and I'm so happy that you keep showing me and reminding me why I'm doing this work. I'm so happy that every so often I do dip back here so that I can remind myself I am grateful for the life I'm living. I am energy. I am love. And I'm so grateful that I get to live as this energy, that I get to live in gratitude, that I get to live in the trust and the faith in the universe. And every time I get frustrated, I'm so happy that I get frustrated because it allows me to remind myself to be in this place of gratitude, to be in this place of trust, to be in this place of, I do not have control over my world. The only thing I have control over is myself. And I'm so happy that I keep getting reminded that, because every time I'm reminded that, I get to do the work that I need to do, not that I need to do, I don't like the word need. I get to do the work that encourages me to keep doing the work, that keeps me motivated to do the work, that keeps me committed to myself to do this work, so that me and the universe are aligned. We are one. It's not even me and the universe. That the universe and I are one. We are one. There is no separation. And I'm so happy that I keep getting reminded of that, because I need to be, because I don't like the word need, because I really love when I feel at one, when I know I'm at one, when we are together and we're working together and we're in alignment. And I know that being in alignment helps not just me to feel amazing with my life, but from me feeling amazing and what radiates out of me, I'm contributing to everybody having that one speck extra of happiness in their day. Because when you feel good, you're radiating like the sun. You know, when the sun's out, everybody feels good. When the sun's not out, people don't feel as good. When you are radiating, that radiating that you do helps the collective to feel good. When you're not radiating and you're in this lower frequency, not only do you not feel good, but the collective also have that less feeling of good. I do so much gratitude, but like you said, I keep falling back. I don't want you to see it as falling back. That falling back that you're thinking that you're doing is simply to help you to practice. It's not a falling back. It's just showing you the opposite of what you feel. There isn't a wrong or right. There isn't a wrong or right. There is only, what do you want? So that falling back that you're talking about is to a way that you've been that you don't like. So when you go back there, you're reminded, I don't like this place. So it reminds you to move from this place that you do like. It reminds you to put the work in to get back to this place so that you can be in a place that feels good to you. So it's not about you falling back. And it doesn't matter how much work someone does. I don't know that anybody on the planet just stays here. I don't know that anybody just stays here. Even if you do all the work to overcome these resistances, there will still be days that you go into lower frequency. I don't believe that it's possible to only be in a higher frequency. I don't know that I believe that. I don't know. Because we live in a world of duality. Neither of them are wrong or right. And each one helps us to keep ourselves balanced. So if we're only in one, are we going to be balanced? If you're in this one, are you balanced? If you're in this one, are you balanced? It's by experiencing the two of them that we become balanced. So I don't know that we're ever without one. Do you get me? When we're in low frequency and we don't feel good, our higher self is always there talking. We just don't necessarily listen to it because we're stuck in our misery mode. But it doesn't mean that we're not hearing it. It's just we're not listening. But it's always there talking. When we're in higher frequency, it doesn't mean your ego, because for me this lower frequency is ego. It doesn't mean your ego is not there. It just simply means you're not listening to your ego. Do you get me? So it's what are you listening to? So when you say that you're falling back, it's like you feel that this is a problem to you. And that is the problem in itself, because now you're not grateful for this. You're not focused on this as being a tool. You're not focused on it as being something that you're learning from, that you're growing from. And it is something that's beneficial to you because it's something that helps you to put yourself in a balanced position. I need to think of it like this. This is default. This is where you've spent a lot of time. So all the circuits in your mind thinking this way. But here is a new way of thinking. Here there aren't many circuits that are there, and the circuits that are there have just started building themselves. They're just little sparks. They're little sparks, but there's no real circuit system that's been built. This one is full on circuit system. So this is default. This is new that you're working on. So you put the energy into here. You'll dip back into the default because that's what you will do. You put yourself back here again, which means this gets that little bit stronger. The circuit is a bit stronger. It's making the lines are going that bit further. You dip back here again. You reaffirm, right, I know why I'm doing the work again, because this place doesn't feel good. So I'll keep reminding myself every time I'm here that, yes, do the work. Commit myself to myself. Commit it to this journey. Commit to feeling good. Commit towards everything that I want in life, not what I don't want. Bring yourself back up to that place. And each time you end up back in that place, you feel better and better and better and better and better. The circuits in that place form really, really, really strong the more you build yourself up in that place, until finally this ends up being your default system, not this. So you spend more time here than here. Not to say you won't go back there, like I said, because I don't believe that anybody doesn't go back there, but you'll spend more time here and very little time here. Maybe within a day, maybe you spend once in that place for 1 minute or 30 seconds, and then you're here again. You spend most of your time here, but it's about you creating that new default for yourself, and that means doing the work. So that work is the 7. You keep doing this for yourself. That is the 7. The 8 is a manifestation. What is it that you're working for? You're working to feel better. You're working to be here. You're working so that your life looks great and you feel great, and that you're receiving your manifestations and that you feel happy within you. So that is your 8, that you feel good. The manifestation could simply be that because of this work that you've been doing, you walk through life feeling good, happy. Do you get me? So keep doing the work, because eventually that work leads to a manifestation. It leads to the objective.